Hi everybody, this is Pat from the Animatronics Shop, and in this video series it's going to be instruction on how to build a Toonimal. And the Toonimal is somewhat similar to the Human Kit in the previous video series, except for a couple of major differences. First of all, the Toon and the Toonimal both have these huge eyes. And the Toonimal also has a couple of different sets of jaws that you can choose from. Any kind of looks like a dinosaur or something like that. Okay, and I already have my parts laid out, and I have my servos out of their bags, and you should have gotten a bag of hardware, and the hardware consists of 3 smaller bags, and one bag is the plastic screws, and those sort of look like wood screws. I have one pile of those. Then the next 2 bags these are machine screws, and they have nuts that go along with them, and there's larger ones and there's smaller ones, and I have those set up into 2 piles as well. So we're going to get started by putting the base on the main assembly so he can stand up. Now what I found makes it easier, if sometimes these nuts are loose in their T-slots, what I do is I just take a small piece of Scotch tape, put it on the back of that slot, and it just helps hold that nut into place. So, see, it's held in place with the tape. Now I'm just going to take the base and put it on, and that recessed pocket, that goes on the bottom. And there's one screw that's in this larger machine screw bag that I don't know if you can see it here, but it has a flat head. It's kind of flattened a little bit. That's the one that goes into the base. And that's just there to help stop him from rocking back and forth. So there you go. The base is put on, and I'm just going to pull off that little piece of tape I had, and there you go. Now the next ones I'm going to do is I'm going to do the top part of the head. And I'm going to do the left one first. And I already had the nuts in place, and this one here needed a piece of tape. So the left one on the left side, and I'm going to take 2 of these machine screws, put those in, and tighten them down. Now I just lightly snug them. They don't have to be tight at all. And now I can just pull up that piece of tape. So that's the left side. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the right side. I'm going to get a couple of screws, and again I already put the nuts in place. And like I said in the previous video, sometimes doing these while having a camera over my shoulder gets a little tricky. I'm going to do this one. I'm going to do this one first to hold it in. There's one. And now let me get this other one in. Okay. Again, just lightly snug them. They don't have to be tight. Okay. Now there we have the horizontals. Now we're going to do the vertical part. And again, the nuts are put into place, and this one here needed a piece of tape, and I'm just going to put that into its slot. Take a couple of nuts, one there and one on the bottom. Take off the piece of tape. And the same thing with the other side. A couple of nuts. One and two. And take off that one piece of tape I had. And there you go. The main assembly of the Toonimal is done. I'll see you in the next video.